Aloha, Dr. Heather Tucker here with another episode of Wisdom Wednesdays. So happy that you're here because today and the rest of this month, we're going to be talking about regaining focus. How many of y'all would like some more focus? Okay. So today specifically, I'm going to be talking about what's distracting you. Like I said, this month is all about focus and productivity. And in this video in particular, I'm going to share with you 3 secrets on how to overcome distractions and get focused, even in the midst of chaos, so that you can really keep calm and live aloha. Now, one can ask, like, how can one have focus when there's so many things happening in the world? There's many significant emotional events happening right now all over. The latest mass shooting in Texas marks the 199th mass shooting of this year. And, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and there's this whole mental health crisis that's happening worldwide. The number of losses, illnesses, difficulties with relationships and family challenges is at an all-time high. And you might find yourself wondering, how can I stay focused especially on my mission, when all this stuff is happening around me? It can lead to a lot of negative emotions like anxiety, anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt, and all variations of these emotions. So this is now the time for us to be able to reclaim the power of our focus. And because there's such a great need for you to show up in your full light, your purpose, your mission, now more than ever. Now, not every one of you are entrepreneurs, and you might just have a mission in your career or your family. Whatever your mission is, now the time to fully be able to step into it and live it with no regrets, because tomorrow is not promised, and the richest places in the world is the graveyard. So many unfulfilled dreams and goals. Now, as an entrepreneur, for those of you who are entrepreneurs especially, it's really important for us to be able to overcome multitasking, procrastinating, and worrying, so that we can have the clarity, the calm and easy actions to really be able to be everything that we want to be, do everything that we are called to do, and have everything that we're called to have in my life and in your life. Okay. One of my coaches, it was really great. She has shared yesterday that there's nothing more generative than clarity. There's nothing more generative than clarity, and how to be able to stay focused is something that's so essential right now. So let's get into these 3 secrets. Are you ready? Okay, the first one that I have for you, this one is they're all really good. Okay, the first one is, all change starts with awareness. All change starts with awareness. First, we got to be aware of who, what, when, why, how we are getting distracted. Our distractions can come from either two places. They can be the inside voices in our head, or it can even be from external forces, the things that are happening. And we only have so much capacity in our mind, okay? We only have so much capacity in our mind to put our attention to. And energy flows where attention goes. So, think about this. Become aware of what are the things that are distracting you. It could easily be something as simple as spending hours and hours and hours vegging out on TV, knowing that there's something that you're supposed to be doing. That's procrastination. That's maybe lack of motivation. So those distractions, they can build up over time. And that's why it's now the time to be able to minimize the distractions so we can step more into inspired action. Okay. Secret number 2. Secret number 2. This is about focusing. Okay. Focus on what's in your control and let go of what isn't. Focus on what is in your control and let go of what isn't. Of course, this is so much easier said than done. And this is where our faith, letting go, letting God, and the power of coaching comes in because, we're called to not go the battle alone and have support. And remember that it's so easy to get away or get taken away from the things that are happening around you. It can sometimes create paralysis on moving forward. And it's so important to be able to get the right support and the right resources to better expand your capacity to focus and be more productive in spite of the things that are happening around you and even inside of you. This leads to a place of operating out of possibilities and freedom. So amazing. Because, like I said, we can only take in so much information. And a lot of times we overwhelm our mind and our body and our energy when we don't really have to. Okay. Secret number 3. Let me get to that. Hold on one second. Okay, here it is. Secret number 3. Okay. Take the pressure off and take inspired action. Take the pressure off and take inspired action. And you're probably like, okay, how can I take the pressure off and take inspired action? Well, what happens is inspiration comes faster and much more easier when you take the pressure off your mind, body, and soul and your heart. It's almost like we automatically carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, especially if we're in this place of leadership. And everyone to some degree is in a place of leadership. The question is, how are you leading? Who are you leading and how are you leading them? Even as moms, this is Mother's Day, right? Coming up, as a mom, you're a leader. So everything is an extension of you. Results happen so much faster when we become the change that we wish to see. And if there's something that's happening externally that's bothering us, how do we respond to it? Perhaps the very things that irk us actually may be a calling for us to do something about it that's within our control. And that every situation is different. Every situation is different. I'm not saying this goes across the board, but I know for me, it was because I was seeing all the chaos and stuff that was happening in the world and even in my world that I felt called and compelled to do something about it. Hence is what led me to doing what I'm doing now. And the essence of business and life harmony is reclaiming the power of the mindset and the heart space so that one can create peace on all sides. It's funny, before doing this work, I didn't think that it was possible to heal the past, to live in the present, to have a bigger vision for the future. And now I know that this is possible for everyone to experience, regardless of where they've gone and what they've been. There is freedom and prosperity for all. Now, there's so much more to this topic, and we are going to continue on over the next couple of weeks, delving down into this. But one of the things I want you to think about in the meantime, between now and this week, is what is distracting you from staying focused, and what can you do about it? I'm also putting together a really cool ebook on this topic that's going to be released this month as well for you to take advantage of. Now, sharing is caring. So if you like this video, which I'm sure that you did, make sure that you share this video out so therefore it can be of impact to someone else. Also, put in the comments below, what is your biggest takeaway? What was the secret that spoke mostly to you? For example, secret number 1, again, is all change starts with awareness. Secret number 2, focus on what's in your control and let go of what isn't. And secret number 3, take the pressure off and take inspired action. All right. I look forward to seeing you again and reading your comments below. Look forward to seeing you again next week for another episode of Wisdom Wednesday, and have an amazing rest of the week. Peace.